special guest for you. We have an individual who's about to come on the line. He goes by the name of Sy Holmes, and he is here because he's here because he's a great guy, but he's also...
on the phone. He's not with us in studio, Hamish.
Yes, we should tell the listeners
Yeah.
that, to just remind you guys that we're not bringing anybody in while we're, in
Due to
lockdown
the
at the moment.
COVID restrictions.
Absolutely. We're here with our masks on. But we have Sy on the line. G'day.
Sy?
Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No worries, man. So just so the audience, we can give a backstory about your journey from a solo artist into a band and, just introduce yourself. Who are you?
Just a regular old schmo, I reckon. Started making music when I was maybe like 16, 17. Never really had a proper band to do it with, so just kind of relied on myself. And started this year with my band. The old lead singer kind of made way and chose to move on, and kind of just slotted in seamlessly in about maybe December, January this year. So it's been pretty seamless recently.
Nice.
So you're the lead singer?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
And I play a guitar sometimes.
Okay.
He's a brilliant guitar player.
Yeah, wow.
Apparently.
I just want to plug this before we go any further. You're
Yeah.
also a Bankstown local as well. Well, were a Bankstown local.
I was born in Bankstown Private Hospital because my mum was too afraid of just having me in a regular old hospital. So Bankstown Private Hospital, it's not there anymore, but I was born there.
Nice.
Nice.
We have a true community representative
We
on
do.
the phone today.
That's good.
I don't live anywhere near Bankstown anymore, but yeah, represent, right?
Yeah. Well, you went to school here, man.
I mean, it's like, George's Hall, is that Bankstown, you'd say?
Pardon?
Is George's Hall Bankstown?
Yeah, George.
Yeah, it is.
I've lost my bearings, to be fair. But
Do you miss it?
I miss the fear of walking down the street, to be fair.
You feel a bit...
When you live where I live now, you're just walking around people that don't really care. But back then, after school, you just walk home or something, and then you just see these people, and they just didn't look very friendly. So it's kind of fun, exhilarating.
Where do you live now?
I'm in the Northern Beaches now.
Oh,
Close.
wow.
Good.
I think that's the first time you hear somebody from the Northern Beaches complaining about, not feeling discomfort.
It's solely for convenience. I mean, work, rehearsals, everything's up here, so
Yeah.
saves me the travel and everything.
Nice, man.
Okay.
So just tell us a story, of, how you kind of got into music.
I always had music in the house. My dad is a serious dad rock lover, so that kind of old Guns N' Roses, that 80s thing was always around in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Started off playing guitar. I vowed to my mum that I would never be a singer in my life because singers are no good. And then wanted to be in a band but couldn't find a singer, no matter where I went, and kind of went against my word and had to sing for myself. So that's all it came about. So now I'm more of a singer than a guitar player, I'd say, I reckon.
Nice. Yeah, man. There's a lot of guitar players that are too scared to take that jump.
Are you one of those?
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm terrified of it.
It's just like speaking.
Yeah, it is, but doing, I think I've just you got to sandpaper it down, and I'm just too scared to take the jump into doing the first. What's the word I can look for without saying, an naughty word? A few crap shows before you can kind of, get the hang of it a little bit and get comfortable. And yeah,
I feel like that sets the bar for you. If you have, because my first ever singing show was in front of about 300 people.
Yeah.
At Bankstown Sports Club, funnily enough. It was awful. Like it was really, really, really bad. And like it was a school event,
Yeah.
and like the kids' parents were bagging me off. Like,
Oh,
like
no.
how bad is this bloke? Like, why is he singing? You know? Like,
Oh,
I took that very personally at the time.
I imagine.
But, all right.
So, what did you sing?
I'm gonna get bullied online for this, but we played "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N'
Oh,
Roses,
Guns N' Roses.
classic.
Yeah.
But I didn't sing it in my like regular register that I do now. I tried to emulate the falsetto thing,
Oh no.
and I mean, it was interesting. I could never ever listen to it again. Like,
Did
if anyone
somebody
has
record it?
I think my mum did, but I think my mum had enough sense to delete it. So,
Oh, nice. So I was never going to come back to haunt you.
I mean, I sincerely hope not.
Oh, man. Well, it's good to see you've come a long way since then.
I mean, couldn't get worse, right?
I mean, yeah. See, that's exactly what I'm scared about, man. It's just kind of jumping in the deep end, but you're kind of going through that first kind of little bit of humiliation.
Well, I mean, do you sing in like a falsetto or a head voice at all?
Not comfortably.
Then you'll be fine. Just don't do that, and you'll be fine.
All right, I'll take your word on it for it, man.
He's giving you advice, Hamish.
Yeah,
You
no,
should
it's good
take.
advice.
Genius, isn't it?
It is, man. I won't be trying to do any Bee Gees covers in falsetto.
Goodness gracious.
So, man, what's like at the moment? I know you're only kind of fresh into this new band, but before we go play your new single and talk about that, I just want to ask, what's the the funnest memory you've had so far in your
Short term?
Yeah, in this short term career in Heart Lake, without
Honestly,
incriminating yourself too much.
Incriminating me or incriminating the other boys? I mean, it's the same deal. But I think the most PG, fun story that I can tell is just the friendships that we have with each other. Like, I know it's a bit sappy, but like we've all got our little things that make us like the dynamic is so strange. I think like I've got a lot of friends that are in bands, and they're all like, oh, really serious, and they're committed to the cause, and we are as well. But we've got a bass player who can't remember anything. We've got a drummer who's like a Russian dictator, and then our guitar player's like a Karen. So it's like just putting all those in a room, all those personalities in a room, and letting them feed off each other is pretty interesting to experience, I think.
So nice.
I can't really go into details about any specific stories because I'll get banned. But yeah.
Well, if you've got two dictators in the band, then what's your position?
Oh, it's only one. Our drummer's the dictator, Giacomo. I think I'm the mediator, to be honest. Because there's a lot of not fights or anything. There's just a few like under the breath kind of words said to each other every now and again, and just kind of being in the middle of it all is it's kind of interesting to understand, to be honest.
I could imagine. But what's the Karen position? Is that a like? Because I would have imagined that would have been like second dictator position. But unless the Karen position takes place as a complainer and a whinger about certain things in a nice way. But I don't want to throw anyone on the bus, and him listening in now going, I'm not a whinger.
I think he's listening. Shout out to Neville.
Shout out, Neville.
Sorry, Neville.
But he's affectionately called Neville. Basically, I'll describe his personality. If you go to Coles, like the sale sections or like the stuff near the counter, it's like 50% off and stuff.
Yep.
Even if it's like $1 difference, like you buy something, it's $2, but it says $1.50 or something.
Yeah.
On the store it'll say $1.50, but when you go and check it out, it's $2.
Yeah.
50 cents, right? You surely most people will be like, oh yeah, whatever, it's 50 cents.
Yeah.
But Neville will go up to the Coles service person and, make sure he gets a 50% off, 50 cents off, and then also complain about how the fact that the sign is misleading. That's the kind of bloke that bloke is.
Well, at least he's a savvy shopper.
Right now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's probably the richest one out of all of us, but that's because there's moths in his wallet at the moment. But yeah, that's Neville.
Oh, nice. Well, Neville will. If you start touring as a band, well, Neville will be the accountant.
Oh, I wouldn't trust him as an accountant because he wouldn't spend any money then. With the most low budget in a tour you'd find. So.
Oh dear. Well, speaking about touring and music, tell us about your new single, San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
What a song. What a name.
Yeah, one word. One word. It's easier to spell. It's just about having a good time. I remember, because I didn't write the song, so Jark, our drummer, and Luca, our bass player, created the song, and I remember the first time I went into the studio to record vocals for it, Jark kind of tells me, he goes, so the point of this song is that there is no point. There is no proper meaning to this song. We kind of just wanted to make a song about nothing. And that's not to say that the song has no meaning. It's just that it's about being young and not having to make any decisions right now, like while you can. It's more about just, driving down the highway with the music blasting, kind of vibes and stuff. So it's pretty simple in that way. There's no hidden meanings behind it, which is good lyrically anyway. Yeah, that's San Francisco. I hope people are enjoying it so far.
All right.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back in a minute.
For a chat.
This is the Hamish and Jordan Show, 2BOCL. This is the Hamish and Jordan Show, live on 2BACR 100.9, and we still have our guest in the studio, but not in the studio, on the phone lines, guys. He's still with us, Sy Holmes.
Hello, I'm here.
So we just heard the track. I was just thinking about what you were saying before about, kind of growing up on 80s music, from your dad and stuff like that. But it's almost like you're kind of adopting little bits of the opposite side of the 80s, in terms of like taking little bits from the pop elements in the 80s with the synths and kind of, different type of guitar sounds.
I mean, yeah, I just feel like it's more versatile in a way.
Yeah.
And a lot more hits at the moment. A lot more, I feel like the days of plugging a power cord and just going dum 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 are a bit outdated at the moment. So, but we are waiting for those days to come back so we can be true dad rockers. But yeah, we love the strange kind of wobbly synth stuff, and with our future releases, it's all in there. So it's definitely a bit of a throwback in a way. Like, I feel like having a song that's about San Francisco and enjoying San Francisco, if you kind of have little synth elements that throw back to that 80s vibe, it's really appropriate. But yeah, I mean, we love that kind of stuff. So.
How did you come up with your stage name, Sy Holmes?
So S is, well, it's an abbreviation. My last name is Holm, or Holm, as my kindergarten teacher said.
Yep.
Holm, yeah, bloody hell. S is the first name, so Stefan, so S.
Yep.
Y is my middle name, so it's just an abbreviation. And no one else has taken it. I can get an email address and use that. I can get my Instagram handle and have it exactly that way without any underscores around it. So it's pretty original.
Nice. And it's a name that kind of gets you thinking too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a regular band name. Like I don't know what's a regular band name like. Something, like it's a bit of a strange look twice kind of name, I think.
Yeah, and I sometimes think those names, people make people exactly like what you just said, and look twice. May walk past a sign and be like, what's going on in there? Is it a detective, or is it a show, or is it what?
I've heard some cracker band names though. I think there's a band from around here called Bin Juice or something.
Bin Juice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard of them. I'm not sure if they're from around here, but Bin Juice, yeah. I mean, it's a very visual, graphic name.
Yeah, it is. Like, the image that just came straight to my head was not a pretty image, though.
Oh, I can like imagine the smell and stuff. Like, it's a very, very sensory name.
Yeah, me too, man. I can see the ibises flying too.
Yeah. Bin Chickens and Bin Juice, right?
Yeah, someone should start a band called Bin Chickens. If you're out there and wanting a name for your band, call it the Bin Chickens.
Well, I mean, you're looking to sing in a band, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. This is a new band.
The Bin Chickens.
Yeah. Neville in our band, Neville again, he loves a good bin chicken.
Nice, man. Like later on, I'll ask if anyone wants to call into the studio to join my band, the Bin Chickens, and see if anyone Oh, and I was saying before to you when we were speaking earlier today, I was saying, man, like the last time I saw you, it was the first time I'd felt really tempted in my life to get a tattoo. My family are probably listening to this going, what the hell are you talking about? But I mean, like, I saw your tattoos and I was like, oh, they don't look too bad. And then ever since then, it's like the manifesting idea of getting a tattoo, I suppose, has like been there. But I think you planted the seed for getting a tattoo, for better or worse.
I mean, I reckon you just got to commit.
Yeah, that's...
Start with a boomerang on your ankle or a mermaid on your back or something. And go from there. Maybe like I'd get a butterfly on my shoulder to start off with.
Is it still there, or have you covered it up?
Oh no, I said I've already got a butterfly on my arm. But, I mean, for a first tattoo, you can either go like the typical like peace sign somewhere.
Yeah.
an infinity. You can go like the arrows. Keep in mind, I have none of these. I don't have any of these tattoos. But I think with tattoos, you just gotta. The more you think about it, and the more you say that, oh, I just can't commit to anything, the less you'll commit to anything. So you just gotta go, well, I'm gonna get it, and then figure out what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. I don't think the right opportunity has popped up yet, and also at the same time, there's a bit fearful if I get one, now it's going to start something, and then here comes the second one and the third one, and next thing you know, now I've got to sleep.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing. Like, do you get excited when you purchase a new shirt?
Yeah, of course.
Like a really cool shirt that you get to wear.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, well, like a tattoo is like that, but just the shirt doesn't come off.
Well, do you have any now, man, that you kind of look back on and you're like, man, I was going through a phase then?
I mean, I've got some Pokemon on my body.
But is that...
Come on.
But is that a phase? Do you regret that, or is that it? Are you just kind of like, yeah, man, I've got the Pokemon tattoo. What of it?
I don't necessarily regret it. It's a bit stupid, but I don't sit there and look back and go, oh, why did I do that? No, I mean, I do sit there and go, why do I do that? But it's never to the point where I wouldn't do it if I had the time again.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the main thing, man. Like, at least that's a memory. Like, did you like Pokemon as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I've got, my mum's Japanese, so it's like ingrained.
Nice. See, at least then if somebody asks you, like, we were having a conversation earlier today about, you were saying that somebody asked you about, your Pokemon tattoo and you kind of froze. But at least if you wanted to spin a good story, you could be like, it was part of my youth as a childhood, and explain that other side of yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just my childhood, I guess. I think that's the embarrassing part. Someone asks me, like, oh, it's still there. It's not really, it hasn't really gone away, but... Yeah, I mean, I reckon after speaking to you, I feel much better about having it on my own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you still play Pokemon? Do you play Pokemon Go, or do you have a Switch, or you're playing on a Nintendo?
I had a Switch. I don't know where it went. Probably have to look for it in my piles of music stuff. Because, with all this lockdown, you're just writing all the time. But, yeah, I mean, I still do. I still play when I have the time. I just don't have a lot of time recently.
Yeah, I went through a phase last year, man. I went to, like, for some reason, I just woke up with the desire to play Pokemon and, like, relive a bit of my youth. And I went to, like, one of the, shops and bought, like, a knockoff, like, a 3DS, and then, got Pokemon Black and played it for, like, 2 days, and then, I now have a 3DS somewhere.
Well, I mean, if you're renting it out, because we've got an extra week of lockdown, I'll gladly come to Bankstown and pick it up off you.
Oh, man, easy. Too easy. I'll post it over for you so I don't even have to travel, man.
Oh, thank you.
But I've got...
Just stay there and Hamish will give you the details once this interview's finished.
Oh, that's too kind. But I kind of miss Bankstown, so it might be nice for a leisure drive.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, like, when this lockdown finishes, man, come over by all means.
Yeah.
And one day we could probably even get you in the studio here to play a couple of tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a DJ set in the studio. Get on the decks.
Nice, man. Do your sick mix.
Sick mix.
You told me to play another song of yours.
Oh, I did. Did I?
You did. Well, we mentioned it earlier today, but
but
I had a terrible memory because we had a long conversation, and then by the time I got off, and then got prepared the rest of my show, kind of came in here, and now I'm sitting at a moment where I've kind of gone, but I do have chocolate cream. So we do. Yeah, so I've got that on the computer because I was playing it on my Saturday radio show.
Yeah.
But are we allowed to play it?
Yeah, absolutely. The more the merrier, as they say.
Too easy, man. Well, this is Sy Holm's own music, pre Heart Lake, and here you guys go, have a listen.
baby. Cover me in chocolate, match your silhouette and call me patient. Cherry nicotine for your dark side, try and contain me. I used to love the liberty, but I could ever feel the same. Don't forsake me for my only starlet. How it feels to intertwine myself into you. But that guy, baby, what have you started? And through the explosion, the overdrive, so overdue. Chocolate cream, dazzling clean, and I just wanna taste your chocolate cream. I wanna get lost in your dazzling clean.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've been living all alone, riding from the soul smoke, the unknown footprint in the snow, but don't think you'll ever catch me stalling, no. Catch me stalling now. Time is double or nothing, my love was so stunning. Don't try to douse the flame, 'cause I've had to do it on my own. Don't see me for my only starlet. How it feels to intertwine myself into you. But that guy, baby, what have you started? And feel the explosion, the overdrive, so overdue. Chocolate cream, dazzling clean, and I just wanna taste your chocolate cream. I wanna get lost in your dazzling clean.
This is 2BACR 100.9 FM, the Hamish and Jordan Show, and we still got Sy on the phone.
I am still here.
So, man, that was your song, Chocolate Cream.
Yeah.
And now, if people want to go hear more of your music,
Yeah.
you know, your solo music or your new music with Heart Lake, tell us where they can go find it.
With Facebook and Instagram, it's at @heartlake_.
Yep.
So that's heart like a vessel,
Yep.
like the thing in your chest, heart, and lake like a pond.
Yeah.
That's one word, Heart Lake. A lot of people use a space in between. That's incorrect. It's Heart Lake.
Yep.
And an underscore because we couldn't get the username, even though we really begged for it, but that's okay. At Heart Lake, Facebook, Instagram. We're the only artist on Spotify that's called Heart Lake. San Francisco is out there. And my stuff is just sy.holm. I don't really have many songs out. And my Instagram is a bit how you going, but yeah, you can find everything there. We're pretty open. We have it very accessible for people to view, so it's pretty easy to find us.
No, sounds like people won't have too much trouble then tracking you down.
Not at all. As long as they remember vessel and pond, Heart Lake.
Nice. I think that's easy to remember, man. I think hopefully you've got a few more listeners coming your way.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you.
No worries, man. And thank you for
Thanks
coming
for
on,
coming
especially,
on.
man. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
No worries, man.
No worries.
I wish you all the best and hope that you can come back next time and be in the studio.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
back
when
to
he
it.
comes to Bankstown next time, just pop over to BACR.
Absolutely. It's the first thing I'm going to go to.
That's great.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers.
See ya.
See you later, man. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.